What is up guys, welcome back to another video, and inside of today's video we are going to be going over Stone Fort, so another map guide for gem grab this time. I'm going to be doing these more often, but before that I want to show you a clip that I just screenshotted because the clip would be too long to show, to be honest. But yeah, so I'll let you watch the clip first. So yeah, that was the clip. Very interesting. I know that some YouTubers have already covered it, but let's hop right into the video. So now we are going to be covering the guide for the first time in like 2 weeks, but here we have the layout of Stone Fort. So Stone Fort is a typical map. It's shaped like exactly like a square. The middle, it's a perfect square, so I think it's like 10 by 10 mid as a square, and also it has four entrances, so one on the north, one on the south, east and west, and yeah, and also on the sides you can sneak in very easily because the sides move the sides make the brawlers travel from one side to another. They can use the bush to travel a ton of tiles. They can use it to ambush. The bushes on this map are really useful. They really provide great value for travel purposes, and yeah, so and also the map overall, it's shaped like a square, and there's some blocks in the corners, and in the mid there are some L-shaped blocks, and on the sides there are some blocks as well, but there aren't as many blocks compared to as many bushes on this map. There are a ton of bushes on this map, so I guess this is like your perfect map to play aggressive. So now for the play style of the map. This map has a lot of bushes, as I told you before. So basically the roles are very interchangeable for support and for aggro. So, but I just made so that left side is aggro, right side is support, and middle is gem carrier. But aggro and support sides are interchangeable. Let's say if your support doesn't do well versus the aggro brawler, or the aggro brawler just for some reason he can't sneak in, they're interchangeable. But again, so the gem cure just focuses on controlling the middle, and just tries to not really I mean, he can support his teammates as well, but his main role is just control that central quadrant. And for the support brawler, his main role is just checking the bushes, making sure that aggro brawlers don't get through his lane. As always, like in Hard Rock Mine, it's the same principle. He can also support the gem carrier by shooting in the mid. And for the aggro brawler, I mean, he just wants to be as sneaky as possible, like get in that lane and just sneaking it from behind. Like for the aggro brawler, don't just try to camp in that bush and trying to make some person to sneak in. Just if no one falls in your trap, just go in from behind and attack. So now jumping into the best individual brawlers, and then we're going to cover the best comps. So okay, so for the best individual brawlers, we have in order of win rates Mr. P, Tara, Pam, Jackie, Carl, Rosa, Jesse, M, Sandy, Frank, Poco, and Nita. A lot of those brawlers can either just check bushes very easily, or they can just um ambush people really easily, so they can be very sneaky and get some brawlers in. And after that, we got Penny, Bo, 8-Bit, Gene, Rico, Sprout, Crow, Gale, Max, B, Spike, and Daryl. A lot of these brawlers are long-range brawlers, and the other brawlers, they're like, short-range tanks slash assassins. And so long-range brawlers that can check bushes are really good, as well as short-range brawlers that can get inside the bush. And for the last two brawlers, they're like they're decent if you can play them well, but we got Bull, Mortis, Leon, Colt, Brock, BB, Piper, El Primo, Shelly, Tick, Dynamite, and Barley. Okay, so those brawlers aren't really that good, but I guess they can be good if you can play them well. So the other tanks and also Mortis. Okay, poor Mortis. And also throwers, you don't want to play throwers, like really just don't. Now as for the best team comps, a lot of these team comps for the best maps are really similar, so in order of win rates, obviously Gene, first team is Gene, Sandy, and Jackie. Second team is Gene, Ems, and Jackie. Okay. So all of these comps are just really good. Okay. Third comp is Poco, Rose, and Jackie. Okay, that comp is super toxic. Poco double tank. And then you have like those other ballers, like either they can use tanks, and also you got Rosa. This is by far Rosa's best map, because there are a ton of 3x3 bush spawns that you can place them. There are a ton of 3x3 missing bushes that you can place them. Okay, and then you got those other comps. Okay, Piper, I mean, she can work pretty well in the team. Okay, so for the next best comps, Jean, Rosa, and Sandy. You also have Bo, Tara, and Rosa, Bo, Tara, and Ems. And you got those other comps. Okay, Mortis. Mortis could work somewhat well. I tested him out, a few times today. But most of the times he gets countered by those long-range brawlers and those tanks. Stay away from them if you gotta play them. Okay, so then you got Poco, and you got Tara. Tara's really good with her gadget. And for Sandy, well, Sandy can connect those bushes together with his sandstorm. And yeah, so that is going to be it for the guide. I hope to make more of these soon, because there's like another announcement that I want to make, but this video is getting somewhat pretty long. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Peace out.